Question is where to start. You start where you are and you start with what you've got. That's all you need. When you start where you are and with what you've got and you bring your mind to focus on that idea, you will attract everything to you that you need.
Let's go back. Back in the time. Back in 73, in the barrel of Bronx. Man, you couldn't be weak. Man, you had to be smart. See, we talking about streets. Now we talking about art. When we talking about beats, man, we talking about heart. We was rocking the heartbeat, live in the park. Gun spark in the dark. It was all just a part of the 80s Bronx scene that created art. How you know, KRS? Cause I was there from the start.
DJGregNasty.
Where you going?
To the bathroom, babe.
I'm coming too.
I don't want any trouble. I like you. Sade, this don't even make no sense, man.
I don't care. You ain't about to be texting no bitch while you in here.
My phone not even in here.
So what? Hurry up.
Sade, what you doing, man?
I'm coming too.
You're not even sleepy though.
Let me find out you fucking with a bitch in your dreams, and I'ma sock your ass in the mouth.
God damn.
DJGregNasty.
And the first step for entrepreneurs, and I'm specifically talking to the people that don't know the first thing about being an entrepreneur. I'm talking about you don't know how to get an LLC, you don't know nothing. All you got is an idea. It's confidence. And people do not talk about that enough, right? Let me tell you something. I don't care how much money you got in your pocket. If you're a billionaire, a millionaire, a thousandaire, I'm going to walk in the room with the same energy. And that's my level of confidence. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you Kanye West. I don't care who you are. That level of confidence is what gets deals. Confidence gets deals.
For sure.
Not products, right? Not just story. It's confidence.
You got to sell yourself to make other people want to buy.
Yes, people will give you $1 million gazillion if they believe that you are confident in yourself.
We just talked about that.
If you are not confident in yourself, why the fuck do I want to give you some money? Like, if you don't believe that you can get to it. But if you believe with all of your might that ain't nothing going to stop you from getting to the goal, somebody is going to be attracted to that. Like,
I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
Funny, man. You a hustling motherfucker, man. For real, baby.
Can't knock the hustle, cause hustlers never sleep.
Everybody act like they not gonna hear no no's. Everybody act like that, you know what I'm saying? They don't hear see the door slam in their face. Everybody act like you're not gonna have the support like you wanna have it. Everybody act like this. But trust and believe, I'm saying, you didn't read the fine print, you know what I'm saying, before you signed up for success. And the fine print says all this. Oh, you go there, Spurs. You going to experience a storm. You're going to go broke. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fail. You know what I'm saying? People are not going to support you that you thought was going to support you. Doors going to slam in your face. People going to tell you no. That's what you signed up for.
What's the difference between, in your opinion, a hustler and a businessman?
Meaning a hustler means you're going to get up, you're going to work, you're going to do it, you're going to make it happen. You're going to make sure that that bill is paid. That's the hustle. And it's the same thing, you know, as a businessman, you're a businessman, but you continue to do the right things and make the right decisions, make the right moves, just the right meetings, all to make the hustle happen.
So step number one for most people in here, they should sell their home, take the money, and go rent. They should return their BMW and get a Toyota. Why do you own a BMW?
Because I love the car, just the brand, and I love driving it, so I don't know.
So to me, that's where it gets interesting, right? Do you, or do you like what the brand does to make you look to other people? I don't know. I'm not assuming.
I know. You have a point. You have a point.
I know I have a point. I don't know you, but I know in the macro that 98% of people that buy a Mercedes or BMW likes what it makes other people think of them, not that they like it. And that $487 a month versus what they really need, which is $100 a month, is why they have a job they hate, because they're paying for a life that means nothing.
You know, almost everyone has a great idea, and they're going to execute their great idea. I have all kinds of people come to me, I've got a great idea I'd like to share with you. What they do is they want me to execute their idea. Why don't they execute their idea? When you get a real good idea, you should act on it.
New Yorkers are the toughest crowd in the world. You can't be slipping or half-stepping, not even a little bit.
Tammy has the best fish shrimp and grits, all that stuff, and all of Harlem.
And I didn't even pay his ass to say that. I didn't even pay his ass to say that. Vivi, I need a mac and cheese bite. I want to slap shit out somebody with the flavor.
YouTube, what's going on? This you got Professor Smilgan and we back. And we got my man, no other than the one that introduced me to the oil game. Prince Tijani.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tell him what you got here, man. And tell him how you came up with this concept about selling oils out of the trunk. We in Easter Market, by the way. Let me just let them see where we at. Easter Market, Russell. Between Grass shit, Russell between Grass shit and Mac.
So I was telling my brother that I actually just really recently started doing it out the trunk like this, but I've been selling oil for years.
Okay.
Like probably 20 years, right? Off and on, right? But I remember in the 90s, 80s, and 90s in New York, I used to see the Jamaicans, they used to sell stuff out of their car. And I've seen it done in Detroit, but it's not something that I've seen enough where it's a part of the culture like that.
Got you.
So one thing about selling anything is that, especially in a city like this, you have to have a display that's compelling. And that was the one issue that I had. Of course, you can put merchandise in the back of your car, but it wasn't a compelling display. So about a month and a half ago, I came down to this market where I regularly sell at, and another merchant was in my place. Right? So the etiquette, the rules out here basically is like, unless you have a designated spot, it really ain't no spot. But I mean designated means like, you have a license claim to a certain area or whatever else, right? So we understood that was the deal. But then I'm saying to myself, I said, I need to make money, right? So I'm sitting over and I'm on the other side and I'm bickering and making my prayers, right? And I said to myself, man, how can I do this? And then I got inspired, hey, mister. And then I got inspired to hang my banner, which I usually put on the front of my table. I had gotten inspired to hang it out the back of the trunk. So I posted it up, and then I had put some of my stuff. I didn't really have as much merchandise, and I didn't have it as organized. But I put some of my stuff on display, and at first it was like, but then I went to another spot, and I sold some stuff, and that was my confirmation that, this method, it's feasible. It's
So the spot that you had, that you normally would have, somebody took the spot.
Yeah.
And so therefore you said, I got to set up.
Yeah.
And the only thing that came to your mind was, let me just pop the trunk. And you already had this logo thing right here, right?
Yeah, I already had the banner, but I never used the banner this way. I usually hang it on in front of my table.
Wow.
So I'm saying to myself, I said, how I'm going to do this and make it work. So I've been thinking, I've been trying to figure out for maybe the last 5 years how to feasibly sell something out of my trunk in a compelling way. Other than that, you kind of like, you might have something in the trunk, but people look at it, it's like, whatever. But now they see it, it's like, oh, okay, let's go shop.
Yeah.
Like that. You can have something, but unless it's compelling, your offering is compelling, then people really aren't interested.
Right.
You might have the same thing as somebody else has, but they basically like the way it comes to.
Right.
It's the presentation is everything.
South Africa. A country where the haves and have-nots live side by side, but seldom connect.
I was living on the street about 13 years, 14 years, 16 years, 17 years. Believe me, I was living on the streets about a long time.
People want to help, but aren't always sure how. And for the homeless, begging is degrading. In partnership with the Haven Night Shelter, the Street Store was born. The world's first rent-free, premises-free, free pop-up store for the homeless. Somewhere safe to give and easy to collect. Made only from posters, people hang up and drop off donations. Then the homeless choose things they actually want and like. For many used to rummaging in bins, this was their first dignified shopping experience.
Shopping at the street store was for me very nice. The people was accepting me with friendly faces.
A week before the pop-up, we called for donations on social media. Within days, we found ourselves on prominent national blogs, news, radio, and TV. But the world wanted in too. Bono's One organization, Huffington Post, Good, and hundreds of others. Over 3,500 homeless were clothed, and millions in free PR was generated. More importantly, we brought people together like never before. But homelessness is international, so we went open source. Anyone can download the artwork and host their own street store. To date, 121 people have signed up. A few simple posters to restore the dignity to the homeless in Cape Town suddenly touched the lives of so many more.
You are sent from heaven. Thank you very much. There's no way I can pay you back. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man.